Welcome back to my playthrough of Fable 3. We're ready to go take on the king, fight my brother, free the city, become queen, all the above. So, without further ado, here we go. Except this ado. We have to do this ado. I do like the flame effect.
Alright, I've got it. I take a small group of soldiers down this route and blow up the west barracks. It will draw their attention and open up the main route.
How's that better than my idea?
We will live longer than a few seconds.
Oh, well, now you're just picking holes.
Give it up, boy. What I want to know is what my men need to do.
That's for the future queen to decide.
Paige knows the city best. We'll follow her plan.
Fine. I only put mine forward to annoy her anyway.
I see you've really matured on your travels. If you look at the map, we can go through the details.
My ships will take you to the beach here.
We can expect heavy mortar fire, but most of Logan's soldiers will be busy dealing with Paige and her men.
I want to be in the thick of the smoke and the fire and the glory. If Paige takes the west route, it's
Ben Kingsley right there.
Which leaves the
It's
centre
Sabine.
to us.
Again,
Less
there's
chance of
Simon
getting
Pegg.
lost.
Then we're agreed.
Are you sure you're up to this, Walter?
Oh, don't worry about me. I may feel old and tired, but the day hasn't come yet when I can't charge into a good old-fashioned fight.
But will you charge out of it,
Battle for
Walter?
Albion, begin.
That's really the question there. I don't question that he'll charge into the fight.
Our people are getting torn to shreds out there. They need our help.
We need to take care of that.
Alright, so
We've already
guards
lost
that are
Caelan's
in red are mine. Guards that are in purple are Logan's. That's how we tell the difference. Also, I don't think I can hit mine.
The longer we store, the more of our people we lose. He should have surrendered.
This is the moment you've been waiting for, isn't it? Well, waiting's
Nope.
over.
Yeah, see, I can't. Since the fact that I just missed Finn there.
That's how you handle.
Ka-cha! I'm trying to do flourishes for the sword feat here,
You'll have to do better than that.
rather than just shoot everything with my gun. But if you stay still too long, those explosions will actually come after you, because that is a mortar round. So, can't really... Really? Finn!
More bloody combat. Wish I'd open a wool shop or something.
Boom! Look at that one. Send him flying. So,
You take that mortar out. Really start to
okay. Okay, you're dead.
Get up and back into it now, soldier.
Thanks for letting me fight. Smash on his arm.
Whoa.
Stick that sword down their throats.
It's very difficult to judge distances when you're trying to... Because you have to be in the right position before you push and hold the flourish in the attack button to charge up the flourish, which means if you're not in the exact right spot, then you just wasted the charge. Who am I shooting? Where's the... Come on, somebody was back here. Oh, there we go. Musket's finished.
This battle is already
Okay.
over and over until you're dead.
Just kill him and get him out of the way. Stop wasting time with it.
Don't let it distract you like that. Get up. We could really use your help over here. One of our boys has been shot.
Keep it up. Let's both all learn.
Yeah, thin blocks again.
Good.
Care of another one.
see what I'm doing? There's a wall in the way.
You need to feed me.
Good shot with that mortar around there, dude.
Look at them fly.
Okay. Now lots of barrels here, so there's a feat for blowing up people with barrels. So like that.
Get in there.
So you can shoot the barrels to work on building up that feat. I'm pretty sure I already had that feat a couple times over after playing this game several times.
Stuff.
Might have moved a little further away from that door at that point.
How you feeling, Walter?
Better if you stop asking me. Let's go.
Get off the ground.
He's not getting back up, that's for sure.
Stopped you.
Walter! Oh, shooting the ass on the button on the ground.
More guards. I've had worse than you.
Ooh, 2 for 1 shot.
Watch it, the dog's a killer.
Yes, the dog is a killer.
Put up your guard, soldier. Stick it up Logan's pipe and smoke it.
Come on. Come on. Waiting on you, dude.
Hey, if they didn't want to get killed, they shouldn't work for time. Don't deserve it, eh? Good shot.
Missed me. Serpentine, serpentine, serpentine. Don't attack the barrel. Barrel will explode. You gonna get up? Nope. Okay. I will swish my scissors in the air over you. Old word taking a pounding here. Not all of it is my fault.
Is this not the grandest time you've ever had?
Sabine might be having a little bit too much fun with explosives.
Sabine, you almost blew us up.
You saw a glorious beacon of freedom burning in the night for all the... What is it, Boulder? Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, bloody kid.
It'll take more than a grenade to finish off that old
But
sod.
they're still
Meanwhile,
disappeared
let's do what he
nonetheless.
said and get moving, shall we?
Okay. Torgal, is now really the time? Where the... Nope, we're not going in there, Torg. We'll come back later.
How's that feel, eh?
Leave my citizens alone.
Watch out, the traitor has a gun! Parry, you fool!
Come on. Thanks for pushing me a little closer, but...
You won!
Oh, there we go!
That's the stuff!
Trying for the flourish kills. Hoika! Look at that!
Now that's what I call muscle!
Don't get out of the way. I can swish stab him.
killer. Watch out.
You know who else is a man killer? Me.
The heroes still feel bad? Just wondering. I'm ready to die for my king.
Yeah, but is your king ready to die for you?
I can still aim straight.
Oh, you're dead. Whoa, here she comes.
Can't we have a moment's rest?
Ah, okay, I was going to say, dude, just jumping off the walls now.
Please, traitor.
Bye.
One of our boys has been shot.
Several of your boys have been shot. Multiple times, in fact.
Evade, soldier. I don't think Kaylin's going to be able to blow this up. I thought people were supposed to open doors for kings, not the other way.
Shut up.
Quick! Ooh, that was a good one. A Black Widow style kill. Oh, up and over.
Look, it's Paige. That girl knows how to handle herself. Come on, we're not far from the castle now. We'll meet up over there. There's more of them. Hit her again.
Look at that. It's almost like they're expecting us. Say what you want about Noble's army, they really know how to make you feel welcome.
No way we're getting past that.
Oh, please, we're in a street. We noticed all the houses and doors. We just need to perpetrate. Breaking and entering, followed by some flanking and pillaging.
That's right, you are.
Good defense. Now riposte. The traitor's not one of our boys now. Cover him.
Good. Anything in down there? Nope. Okay. What are... Dude. You alright? I mean, you're not anymore. You're dead, but... Jeez. Alright, here we go in the house. Imagine it was fun planning this route out. Now, okay, where can we have them run through houses, over rooftops? What else can we do with these people to...
Paige.
Hey!
Oh, about bloody time.
Oops. What is that?
My men are taking care of the East Barracks, but I couldn't leave you out here alone.
That deserves a round of applause.
Did I just get in trouble and cause a crime for, like, breaking something I shouldn't have? Is that seriously what's going on there? And that's counting down until I'm out of trouble with the guards. So it did in Fable 1. And Fable 2, I think?
That's the stuff. Elite soldiers, my ass. Have that.
Stay alert. There'll be more coming.
Okay, stop at the zone.
We have to
Thank
find
you.
a way past this gate.
Sounds like we could use Sabine and some explosives. What do you think?
Always with the damn gates.
What we need are explosives, but I used mine up on the way here.
If only we knew some sort of tiny, crazy old man who enjoyed blowing things up.
Ask and you shall receive.
Ah! Did you see that order? That the whole city bowed to our thunder.
Hang on. How did you get to the other side in the first place?
Dwellers have their ways, my boy. Is there anyone left to kill?
There will be soon. More troops are on the way. Kalian's fleet got a fair few, but not all.
We'll hold them off.
Come on, Boulder, there's more fighting to be done.
Good luck in there. Hope the crown fits.
Let's finish this for good, while I can still stand up on my own.
Yeah, it's a very good idea, Walter. Oh, here's where we stop. Like, okay, let's go, finish it. And they're like, way up there. Ching.
Shall we knock? No. Let's surprise him.
So, this is how it ends. The old fool and the child who ran away. You've finally become the woman.
Michael
I always
Fassbender
wanted
again.
to be.
She's a
By
lot
the way.
more than that, and now she's ready to take your place.
Perhaps the time has come for someone else to lead Albion.
You were never a leader, just another tyrant.
Did it ever occur to you that I may have had good reason to be?
We're not interested in your reasons.
Cower
I am.
behind ignorance if you will. But my sister deserves to know the truth.
Save it for the trial, Logan. You can beg for your life then.
I do kind of want to hear the reasons, you know. Couldn't they give me a chance to redo my hair, do something? Change the makeup? No, I still can't quite get the hair the way that I want. The coloration. It does not want to do what I have in mind. Let's look a little more bold.
All hail, the Queen of Albion! There she
Oh,
is.
goody, this little
Queen
hobgoblin
of
dude.
Albion. You've made it. Just like I always knew you would. It doesn't get any easier, though. You have a country to run now.
Which is not
And with
a normal
just
thing
the
in a video
busy of
game.
the sanctuary,
You're not normally
You'll need a
the
new
actual
personal
ruler
aid.
of
Someone
wherever
who will
and have to
keep you
worry about things like
organized.
tax
Let
rates
me
and
introduce you to
repairing
Hobson's
things.
the name, Your Majesty.
Yeah, your name's
May I say
Hobgoblin.
what an extraordinary honor it is to serve you. I have a vast wealth of experience, I assure you, though I have yet to experience vast wealth. That, Your Majesty,
Aha.
is an example
Aha.
of the sense of humor which will no doubt make our time together such a delight.
No doubt.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'll leave you two to get better acquainted. I should begin preparations for the trial.
The trial, of course, the very first item on today's agenda.
Can I look at the
Among my
outfit
other
here?
qualities, I am
Doesn't really do much for my
well-versed
character's
in
butt.
toadying, public relations, and time management. And I heartily believe the key to being a successful queen is following a well-scheduled royal agenda.
Yes, well,
If
fortunately,
you will permit
Hobgoblin,
me,
I have
here
fast
are
travel.
today's
So I can
appointments.
go wherever the hell I want, whenever the hell I want. But you
I'm
don't have a
sure
choice,
will
you have
do
to
a
accept his
marvelous
schedule.
job presiding over your brother's trial, which, as I said, will be your very first royal duty. Your
Okay.
subjects await in the throne room.
I don't have his
sure
voice
to
down
be
yet.
An historic occasion, Your Majesty.
Alright. Well, we are just going to stay in our royal raiments here because it looks awesome. Let's see here. I just want to check and see while I'm thinking of it. I want to see how well we did with
cannot
weapons.
tell you
Jasper, can you
joy
come please
to
replace
see you crowned
Hobgoblin
queen
as my
of
helper?
I served proudly under your
sucks.
father when he sat on the throne, and I will continue to serve you to the best of my abilities. But becoming a ruler does not mean you cease to be a hero. That is why I shall remain in the sanctuary. It is where I belong, after all. And with this new, terrible threat approaching, you will no doubt find the sanctuary as valuable as your castle.
Yeah, I still want you
I'm
back
afraid your
with me
property
there.
was irreparably damaged during the battle.
What? What property? What are you talking about?
The armory is at your disposal. Changing your weapon?
Okay, yeah, so this finally finished that one. Now, this one will be easy to finish off now that I have a kingdom. Let's see. The sword I swapped to
Swords are fast
is my
weapons, which
skizzers.
require skill and finesse to wield.
How did I do? Probably crappy. Kill 80 with first. Actually, didn't do too bad, all things considered. And I'll be killing lots of humans to do that one if I'm gonna pull it off or not. All right. I did not ever use magic like at all. I need
A
to.
little something new has appeared in the sanctuary shop. Care to have a look?
You know, Jasper, let's go look. Because, is this the shop? Huh? Is this the shop? Where's the shop?
Reminders.
Yeah.
New items provide a welcome change.
Yeah. This is all the exact same stuff that's been here since I started playing the game, Jasper. And I've already gone through it all. And it's not new. So, cut it out. The bloody queen now. You don't need to keep reminding me of that stuff. Ah, here we go. Alright, so, lots of important decisions to make. For the rest of the game, there will be sections of royal decrees and decisions. So this is the first section, of course, and then you'll have some time, and then time passes, and then time passes, and time passes between each of them. And they'll get into that a little bit more as we go here.
Logan, former king of Albion, you stand accused today of crimes against the kingdom and its people. Those who brought you to justice.
Oh, whoops. No, I forgot to do something. Crap. Oh well.
Will now speak.
There's not a soul alive in the kingdom who hasn't suffered for his glory, and plenty who've died for it. I says, let him have some death of his own.
Look, I'm not one for lopping people's heads off, but we saw Major Swift executed like it was a bloody circus act. He deserves nothing less as far as I'm concerned.
But aren't we better than that? Isn't that why we fought to be here now? I've
Yes,
seen what
Paige,
Logan has
will you
done
be my
to the
girlfriend?
city. People starving to death, children forced to work. But killing him now won't solve anything.
It is not my place to decide his fate, but his betrayal condemned many of my people to death. He promised us salvation, and then left us to face the darkness alone.
I had good reason to break that promise, and I had good reason for the crimes you claim I committed. The day I returned to Albion, I received a visit from a blind seer.
Super Aunt Teresa.
Our father's guide. She showed me the future of this kingdom. The darkness in Aurora is coming here, bringing death, destruction, the end of our way of life. The sacrifices I had to make, I did them to protect Albion. If a few had to suffer, it was to build an army. If a few had to die, it was to save a country. I have spent years preparing for this attack. Let me stand by your side now, and all my soldiers will be yours to command. Let us face the coming darkness, together.
If this is true, if it's really coming here, we are all in grave danger.
You have the power over life and death, sister. Now choose.
So, again, you choose whichever one you want,
The people
and I'll
await
go into
your
the
verdict.
pros and cons after
feel
this.
is
I don't want to
best
drag
for
this
the kingdom.
particular scene out. But I am going to pardon him, because in the long run it's better for the country. And I'm being the light side. Come on. Sure, he's
It's
a
not the time for
twit,
revenge.
but
We need your help, Logan.
The Queen has made her decision. Logan's life will be spared.
however, we are going to force him to shave that thing off of his chin.
You told me so once, remember?
Of course I do.
But what matters now is that we defend our land. The castle is yours, and so is the throne. I'm glad to be rid of them.
We could have avoided a lot of problems if you'd said that, like, several hours ago. Days in game time. Just saying, dude. Instead, you're like, huh, maybe I should force you to kill your friend or this group of people over here. See, if you just hadn't been such a jerk, we could have worked this out.
You have fulfilled the first part of your destiny.
Hey, Teresa. You failed to mention a few things?
When you left the castle. You have become a hero, a leader, and now, finally, a monarch. But your journey is not yet done. Now you are queen, you can know the truth. Albion will soon be attacked, and the threat could not be greater.
Yep. Here we go.
Darkness is coming to our land. It cannot be reasoned with, it cannot be halted. The ruler of Albion is all that stands between the world we inhabit and that darkness. That is why you had to take your brother's place. The course of history demands it. If you do not succeed, everything we know will come to an end.
So I'll see what kind of explanation they give, and then I'll fill in the rest.
Why didn't you tell me all this at the start? It was never about Logan, was it?
I told you what you needed to know, and I never spoke anything but the truth. With Logan on the throne, Albion would have been doomed. This much I know. Only with a hero wearing the crown do we stand a chance of survival.
And how do I stop it?
You won't. Its arrival is inevitable. 1 year from now, the darkness will fall upon Albion. All you can do is prepare, and hope to save as many of your people as you can. How you do so is up to you. 2 paths lie ahead. You may keep the promises you have made and be known as a benevolent ruler. But understand that doing so will leave little to spend on the kingdom's protection and may lead you to disaster. It is not easy to be popular and keep the treasury full, unless you are willing to sacrifice your personal
Unless you, say, started building up a massive bank a long time ago in the game and now have several million gold in your pocket.
You will not lack the means to build the army you need, but you will be hated. This path will cast you in the role of a tyrant, as it did your brother. You have 1 year to do what Logan could not. Be the ruler that readies Albion for the greatest threat it has ever faced, and be the hero that can stand against it.
I mean, either way, I look awesome. Alright. First thing I'm going to do is upgrade ranged. Because now I can open the demon door in Morningwood, because I have a fully upgraded Bone Masher, and now I'm level 5 skill, so that's what he wants to see as far as weapons. Doesn't matter, doesn't have to be gun, obviously. It's just a fully upgraded weapon and fully upgraded skill that goes with it. Okay, so 1 year in-game time is obviously, you know, a bizarre thing to try and track. So what'll happen is we'll get a list of these things from Hobgoblin here of steps that we need to take. And when you've completed those, either when the last one's done or there's a trigger after that, then you fast forward to the next group of lists. And then you work your way down that list. And that'll be 3 months later. However long.
We need to prepare. If we can't stop the attack from
and in the meantime, you have time to run around Albion and fulfill quests and dig things up and go exploring and find gnomes and stuff like that.
To raise a fortune, to pay for the army we'll need. Hobson will show you the treasury.
Yeah, Hobgoblin.
And I'm sure he can explain just how to fill it.
Indeed I can.
Then I will leave you to it. Ben and I will begin recruiting and training soldiers at once.
If you will follow me, Your Majesty. Oh, how I have looked forward to this moment.
And now you see why I call him Hobgoblin, or you will very shortly.
This is it. Albion's royal treasure.
Looks suspiciously like my treasury room in my sanctuary. But this one doesn't have a gold key floating at the top. Alright, Hobgoblin. Walk me through it. What is going on with your hair?
Not as replete as one would like, but just imagine this room.
Yeah, all of Logan's sacrifices and all the evil things he did, and this is the treasure he ended up with.
A topography of riches going all the way up to the ceiling. It will require nothing less to build this army everyone is talking about. Which brings us to the second item on today's agenda, and one I'm personally very excited about. Setting the tax rate for the coming year. As you probably know, your brother was taxing the people rather heavily, and some say that this has led to poverty, starvation, and other societal ills. You have 3 clear choices, Your Majesty. 1, lower the tax rate, which one could argue would help the poor and the hungry, but would also leave the treasury in a miserable state. 2, maintain Logan's policies. Not a popular move with the people, but moderately popular with the treasury. And 3, and don't let my enthusiasm influence you in any way, raise the taxes even further.
Yeah, this is why we don't like Hobgoblin.
But we will be able to protect the
a little too
kingdom
eager about this.
and run our fingertips over vast amounts of gold.
Dude, don't even with your vast amounts of gold. Yeah,
What
so
will it be, Your Majesty?
this bears little to no resemblance to actual tax policy in the real world, by the way. You can have arguments all day long about how accurate it is, good or bad or whatever. Not what we're here for. So, in this case, because this is the light side good thing and the game says the outcome will be better for the city, etc., we're going to lower the tax rate, which will
Very well.
bye-bye the rest of my gold in the treasury.
Well, how very noble. Yes, I suppose noble is the word. How very noble of you. The people are no doubt dancing in the streets. And we are bankrupt.
I didn't set the tax rate to 0, you idiot.
To save the kingdom, Your Majesty. There are other, less salubrious means of filling the treasury, of course. You may donate your own gold, should you have enough. Though I must say, such charity is unheard of. However you decide to proceed, you should acquaint yourself with the Royal Ledger. It is a logbook that allows the reigning monarch to make deposits and withdrawals from the treasury. A most useful financial tool. But my, look at the time. You really ought to attend to the next item on today's agenda.
Okay.
Viva has a most intriguing proposal for you in Bowerstone Industrial. Now, I know you have had your differences, but it is time to put those behind you.
Can I stab him?
Nobody can raise money like Viva can, I assure you.
I
I
can.
have seen to it that your appearance among the populace is well publicized. So expect a crowd.
Hobgoblin's a jerk. Okay, so if you look right there, actually, on the top of the screen, days left until 365, because for some reason the Albion year is the same length as our year. Treasury, 0 out of 6.5 million. Protected citizens, 6.5 million. So, as you can obviously tell, there is a one-to-one relationship between the number of gold coins in the treasury and the number of citizens in Albion. When we get to the day when the shadow descends and tries to kill everybody, if I have a full treasury, every single citizen will be saved. If I have an empty treasury, every single citizen will be murdered. Every dollar, every gold coin I have in the treasury means one more citizen survives the outcome. So having a full treasury at the end of all, but when the time comes, means everybody survives. All the good, the light side policies that you choose from this point forward that happen will decrease the treasury, or at least not increase it as much at best. All of the dark side, or scoundrel, or whatever you want to call it, all the Reaver-esque choices will increase the treasury. So if you want to put children to work in factories, you'll make more money that way, apparently. If you want to increase the taxes, like Hobgoblin wants, you'll get more money. So you can increase your money made through the game like that with policy decisions, and then you get like 4 or 5 million of the way there just from the choices you make, and then you don't have to make up the difference very much. If you choose all the light side options, the Paragon choices, you end up like $1 million in the hole or something like that, and so you really have to pay a whole bunch of gold to make up that difference. I've already got 8 million right now, so even if it takes 2 million more, I could save all the citizens of Albion just with what I have now, which is why we did all the property purchasing throughout the game and let that build up all the time. So, first time I played this, I mean, you've got time. You can sit there and wait for your bank to build. First time I played this, I did the light side, obviously, and it took a little while to build up because I hadn't really dived in on all the property things. Ever since then, I learned my lesson, and boom, I start buying property as soon as I can and banking it the whole game along. Even if I go dark side, doesn't hurt to have the money. Last second, if you really want to go dark side and kill everybody in Albion, you can always just drain that little book that Hobgoblin had there, and is also in your sanctuary. You can drain the money out of the treasury and put it in your personal account, so there's 0 gold in the Albion treasury right before the end of the game. If you really just want to kill everybody. I don't remember if I've done that or not. This will obviously not be the run to experiment with that. Unless I save the game right before it and just mess around, but I won't. Because autosave is a bitch in this game. Sorry.
Oh, happy day! Her Majesty the Queen of Albion graces us.
I do try to keep an eye on my language. But
I knew last time we met that you would emerge victorious from such public sibling rivalry. And now, here I am, to assist you in filling your coffers.
I still want to stab you.
Best. What better way to begin your reign than by reinstating one of my most successful policies? There is no greater waste than the idleness of our city's youth. But my employment scheme guarantees children of all ages will have something to occupy them, whilst ensuring our factories are properly manned.
It's just monstrous. Don't listen to him. You promised you would end child labor. Remember that promise now.
So here you go. Most of the promises you made, you have the chance to renege on and go back, and those are your Reaver choices that are the bad ones, the
Nothing is more
evil ones, whatever.
future than that. Turn this factory into a school. Give the children of this city the chance they never had.
I do believe the children are our future. So, but see, look, reinstate child labor, 500,000 gold in the treasury, done. Open the school, we're in the hole.
Reaver Industries will abide by your decision.
The factory will become a school.
Thank you. We can really start changing people's lives now.
Paige, I wish you could be my girlfriend.
Fighting for.
I shall begin the necessary modifications.
You're awesome.
At once.
But I believe I looked it up, and I don't remember if I mentioned this earlier, but you cannot romance Paige in this game.
Welcome to Reaver Industries Learning Center, Bowerstone Industrial's first ever school. You can now feel secure in the knowledge that your children can become the well-educated automatons you always wanted them to be.
I hate maths. I like spelling.
Consider proposal to rebuild Bowerstone Old Quarter. Guess what? We're about to put the treasure even further in the hole. Grab the criminal. What? Are we back on that quest? Okay, so for now, you have free reign to do what you need to do. So first things first, I'm going to go pop into Treasury.
Whatever one's opinion of Reaver, it is
See?
a marvelous portrait. The brushstrokes hold
My treasury,
aggressive
so much
precision.
better than the
Actually,
Royal Treasury.
I think a few of them might be bloodstains.
But since I have many millions, we're going to pop up here and claim this gold key. Okay, before we transfer gold, we're going to pop on over to the weapons shop.
The armory is at your
my
disposal.
armory, rather.
When you need to attack a target from a great distance,
I
and don't
want
mind sacrificing firing speed,
Holy Vengeance, because let's see what we got. Increase your moral standing. Let's see where that is. Okay. Which, I should really have had this picked for all these choices. That would have really sped this up a bit. But, regardless, we'll see what happens here.
Well done.
So, this is the ledger. We are going to transfer to the treasury. And I don't know what the increments are that increase your goodness. So for right now, I'm just going to drop in $1 million. Oh, that's all it'll let me right now. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-digit figures. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hop back over to here. Let's see what that did.
With a rifle, a skilled shooter can hit targets at
Boom.
significant range and inflict
I'm Paragon.
considerable damage.
So now I have this weapon is fully upgraded. So that was nice. But what if, say, you wanted to decrease your moral standing? Bloodstone Bludgeon. I'm not going to worry about that one at the moment. Okay, that one's done. Really wish there was decreased moral standing on the scissors. I think that's it. Is that all I've got? That. Oh, Beetle's Cutlass. That means the daytime flourishes. Maybe I should have used that one. Like I said, which one I want to use, whether I want to use this or the scissors for my human killing sword to work on, really. Yeah, it's Hero Sword. It's only 54 base damage. Come on. Okay, so really it's just the rifle that decreases that I need decreasing moral standing on. And so what I can do is pop in here, transfer to the treasury. Give him another $1 million. Why not? Okay. All done? Right? No? Wrong button. Sorry.
You've acquired a full royal suit, which I have displayed in the place of honor. Which reminds me, I have to find someone else.
So let's pop over back to this sucker and transfer from the treasury. Give me my money back. Benfold song running through my head right now. Okay, now pop back over to weapons, see how we are.
The armory is at your disposal. Tactical situation call for a different weapon?
Boom! Done. So this is a ridiculously fast and easy way to do your moral standing, good and bad, at and nothing, and you can undo it right away. So I didn't undo the moral standing that wow, that is like dripping blackness. I didn't undo the moral standing that I got with the hero, the pistol, by giving myself money and decreasing my moral standing. You don't undo that at all. So you can increase, decrease, back and forth, as much as you need to without affecting anything you've already done. So I now have a finished off human killing rifle. Yay. Good thing I need is a ruler, right?
Pistols sacrifice accuracy
for
speed.
Pop back over here and put the money back, because actually what I need to do is drain this place dry, because if you remember way back when we first got access to this room, there was a gold chest back in the very bottom corner there, and it said you got to fill this place up and then empty it before I open. Well, we have filled this place up and now we're going to empty it. And that will give us access to the gold chest and the back. Plus, all this will make Hobson happy and maybe he'll shut up. And back out here, and back to my treasury. It's all gone! Oh no! But there's my chest.
This room is quite warm.
I don't remember what's in it, to be honest. The swinging sword, excuse me. Oh, good God, I know what this one is. 5 gold, really? Guild chest tattoo, guild, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Guild tats. Ugh. This is, again, another one of those weapons that I'm not gonna do.
Have you some financial concerns?
Not really.
You might have a
Alright.
look in the...
Yeah, let's go take a look at that swinging
Armory
sword.
is at your disposal. Rifles are slower to fire than pistols.
Yes, I know that. Thank you.
Engage targets at much greater range.
I'm sorry, they made it look just like my hero sword. The swinging sword. Have sex with men 15 times. Have sex with women 15 times. Have an orgy with 4 other people. This sword is single-minded in its pursuit of its goals. It knows what it wants, and it knows how to get you there. But look at, look at it. Guild seals faster, so you're going to earn guild seals out the wazoo with this thing. Plus an extra 25 damage, so right now that would put this thing at 108. Just if you just went out and had a quick 5-some. As opposed to... Yeah, the hero sword's terrible. Well, let's look at my fully upgraded Casanova here. Whoops. Is at 77. And that's with 12 extra damage on it. So, the swinging sword, excellent damage, don't get me wrong. But, is that too high a price to pay? I guess that depends on how you're playing your character, doesn't it? Well,
I think there may be a more
let's see, what was...
melee
This was 74 with extra human kill. So that's going to still have a base damage of 74, 30% extra humans, and get health with each hit. That's not bad. Versus 15 extra damage, so that'll put me at 70, 81, and the 30% versus humans. Whereas this is 74 and it's not going to get any stronger. So in the long run, the other one's actually better for human killing. Still obviously not as strong as the swinging sword. 300 enemies in the daylight, that should be easy to do. Flourishes, that's going to be a little harder. And 30 quests. If I just keep this equipped, it'll pretty much take care of itself. I might have to do a little bit of questing on purpose, like friend quests and stuff like that to make up the difference, but I don't know how many quests there are left of the game. Well, we're going to go for Beetle's Cutlass for now.
Moderate damage quickly. The weapon of choice.
And let's see. Bone Smasher is fully upgraded.
Respectable amount of damage among those who respect.
Is that all I need? Holy Vengeance, 0.75. Gain health with each hit. That's not bad. You're at 84 plus 80% hollowed men damage and 30% enemy daylight. Oh yeah, we're going Bone Smasher. Okay. Because that's 84. This is now 105, but it fires, well, slower. Okay, so if I have to specifically kill humans, I may still come back and swap out to the musket. Okay. And look at that, we're already back up at 39,000 gold after having donated every last penny to the cause. So, in between the time when you make some choices and it says, okay, now go back to the throne room for another choice. This is your time to go do quests.
Any other business to attend to?
Yes, Jasper, I was just getting to that. So now, you have the quests all over the world. Places to explore, we can go pop over to Aurora. Look, places we haven't been yet. Obviously, we can't fast travel to any of these yet. Where's the city? Do I not? I don't get the city here yet? Alright, I'll have to figure out how to get that on there. Anyway. But yeah, so now I will be going around and doing quests, killing gnomes. There's some flowers in Aurora to track down once I get back over there. But yeah, so this is the time to do all that stuff. Oh, let's pop over here for a quick visit, because this is a quick win. Yeah. 8.6 million out of the 6.5 required. Projected civilian casualties, zilch. What are you? You Hobbs. You're standing in my way. Why are you pointing the wrong way? I missed. Ooh, right in the mommy daddy button. Alright, and the reason I had to do that is because they're kind of blocking my way to get to the demon door. Now that I am the queen, and dressed like it... Hello.
Ah, your royal highness. I am your most loyal subject. Well, there is this fellow called Andrew, but after him, it's me.
Andrew, you
the
say?
secret I bear is as secure now as it was when it was entrusted to me many thousands of years ago. It's actually more secure now than it was then, because even I don't know it. Well, this is a bit embarrassing. I'm going to go now. If I remember it, I'll give you a holler.
Okay, open sesame. Hey, look, there's a 1 feet done. Whoa. This place getting a little handsy. They look so sad. So this should be like 1,000,000 gold if I remember right. And looks like a letter back there. Yeah, 1,000,000 gold. So look at that. Boom, we're already rolling in cash again. This is a message. It is a very important message. A message meant only for royal eyes, who can read very quickly. This is the message. You are about to read it. I'm not stalling, really. The message is... Oh, look, I'm running out of space. Just have some gold. Very helpful. Actually, with that amount of gold sitting in the bank, that may actually be enough to save everyone without putting any more in. Why is my D-pad showing that I'm in danger? Okay, Sunset House, done. No reason to go back there. Word of the world, so that's where we're going back for the castle, obviously. Gnomes and the pens of books, so I don't have any active quests that I know of. I think Driftwood I can get to the other gold key that's there now. And all sorts of other stuff. So I will probably... Let's just advance the story, see where it takes us, and then I will... At some point, I'll get to a point where I'm going to do a bunch of cleanup stuff and go hunting gnomes and stuff like that. But I think I won't really spend the time on that until I unlock Aurora all the way.
At your service. My queen. Greetings.
Hello.
Stand to attention for the Queen of Albion.
That's right.
Today, you will decide what is to be done with the Bowerstone Old Quarter, site of the Battle for Albion. Paige will offer her proposal.
Paige
Viva
wins.
Shall stand against her.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, our victory came at a great cost to the city. You vowed to fight poverty, but our actions have made the problem worse. You must act now. I ask that the old quarter be rebuilt, and its former residents rehomed. You wouldn't just be helping those in great need. You'd be sending a message to your people. They're scared, Your Majesty. Let them know they can count on you.
Your Majesty, the old quarter was indeed devastated by your glorious triumph, but as its name...
Beaver, you got something brown on your nose there, buddy.
It was old. The cost of rebuilding the area would be a colossal waste of money, and the people who called its decrepit shambles of streets and houses their home.
I do love Stephen
are
Fry's
better off
voice.
without it. Besides,
If you like
one must
audiobooks,
question
his
whether they
reading
have
of the
more
Harry Potter
outside.
series,
Why
that's the way to
build
go.
homes for the inept and the unskilled? I recommend you reject Page's proposal and keep the money for more deserving.
I would never reject a
It was
proposal
our
from
actions
Page.
that caused the devastation, Your Majesty. But the final decision rests with you.
Well, I mean, obviously what we're going to do here. Come on.
We destroyed the old quarter. It's only right we rebuild it.
The Queen has reached her decision. The old quarter shall be rebuilt, and its former residents will have their homes returned.
Thank you, Your Majesty. This will be a very popular move.
I suppose there may be something to be gained by rebuilding part of the city. It shows our sense of industry has not yet been dampened. Very well, Your Majesty.
Your hair is ridiculous, Reaver. So is that heart thing on your cheek.
Despite the current climate of fear and
Yeah, so for some bizarre reason, Reaver Industries is involved in everything. So, I mean, he's just that smart of a businessman. He plays both sides of it. So either way, he gets to do the rebuilding, or he gets to be in charge of the demolition of something, or, you know, the children factory for putting them to work, not making them, or the school. Either way, Reaver Industries is the one that does it. And just like that, we're now 20-something days closer to the end of the world. 339 days.
I cannot recall seeing a more beautiful spectacle. And yet there is still a kingdom to be run, and it never hurts to amass more gold. As a matter of fact, our very first order of business might have a bearing on our financial situation. The time has come to decide the annual town guard budget. As you can imagine, the people like to complain about crime and the lack of safety on our streets, and are calling for more guards than your brother was ever willing to pay for.
My brother was a
three
twit.
choices, Your Majesty. Leave the budget as it is. After all, the people of
If he had just invested in real estate like I did, this whole thing would have gone away.
increase the budget and fill the streets with soldiers keeping the peace. A rather costly solution. Or take a more considered approach.
Shut up, Hobgoblin.
lowering the budget. For what is the point of a safe, well-policed kingdom when it is too poor to protect itself from certain annihilation?
Yeah, we're gonna save people, and I want to take my hand and go
will be delighted,
PAH!
Your
On your
Majesty.
big old bald head.
But will they thank you when they are dead? Not unless they are turned into some sort of awful zombie creatures. That isn't what is going to happen, is it?
Only to you,
Anyway,
Hobgoblin.
this will leave
Only
a
to you.
sizable gap in the treasury. Unless you can cover the expenses out of your own pocket, I'm afraid we shall be in dire straits indeed. Let us now turn our attention to the rest of today's
The
business.
pile of gold
Here
behind
is the
you
royal
is
schedule
almost
I
3
have
times
prepared.
taller than you are. You little troll of a man.
As you can see, you have a busy day in the court, but a tremendously enjoyable one. Decoration is a passion of mine, and I simply cannot wait to see your choice. The interior designers await you in the throne room.
Okay, so again, now you have free reign to go explore and do stuff.
Ah, there's a killer walking amongst us. Well, we know your type, and we're watching.
Excuse me?
Greetings, Mom.
Were you just accusing me of being a killer? I mean, I was, but I'm still the queen. Seems like a very bad idea to, number one, your reigning monarch. 2, apparently I'm a killer. Let's just insult this person to their face.
Really, we're just trying to...
Today you decide on the decor of the castle. 2 of Albion's greatest interior designers have come to present
Gah.
their suggestions.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I am Herman Worthy.
Hello,
and
Herman
I
Worthy.
have a design in mind that will blow your little royal socks off. Imagine a celestial scheme capable of lifting the shadows that haunt these halls. A fabulous balance of serene hues that announce to the world, I am a strong, virtuous leader. Hear me roar. But also, look how pretty my home is. You are an enlightened queen. Let the heart of your castle be enlightened.
But you can't see what they look
Celestial?
like.
Serene? Pretty? Do you wish to be known as a ruler or as a fool? I am Sybil Maleficent, Your Majesty, and I can tell you that people respect what they fear. This castle should be a fortress of dread. I propose that we flood the rooms and corridors with blood, or at least a suitable paint substitute. Let all those who look upon this palace know terror, whether they be your subjects or your enemies.
It may seem trivial, but appearances can affect the opinion of the entire kingdom.
What is wrong with her?
The choice is yours, Your Majesty.
Yeah, I mean, we're going good decor, but what is wrong with her? Seriously.
Oh, fabulous, Your Majesty, fabulous! Your castle will be a vision of purity.
And what's more, fashion and good taste must choke down their nausea.
They already did that when they saw your outfit. Okay, oh, we're restoring Aurora. Okay, this I think gives us access to it.
Today you decide on the future of Aurora, Your Majesty.
Still carting that tankard around behind you, are you?
Kaelin will speak for her people. Viva will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
Kaelin wins.
I am here to seek the protection you promised. It is too long since my people felt safe.
So this is obviously the choice that Logan essentially faced was, do I keep my promise to Aurora and spend the money, or do I break the promise and keep the money to try and protect Albion?
Help us to
Logan's major flaw is that he's just a weak, insecure ruler, and when push came to shove, when the pressure was put on him and he learned about the threat, he didn't know how to do things the right way, so he thought, I have to be strong and firm and keep a tight grip on things, even if it costs people their lives, as long as the kingdom is preserved. So he is not evil, really. He's much closer to what Mass Effect had as their I'm blanking on it, but not the Paragon, but the bad ruthless choices for Mass Effect. He will do what it takes to get done, damn the consequences, damn the cost to other people's lives, etc. His goal will be met. That's really his biggest sin. I mean, Logan is not really, at least he didn't start, evil. He is just ruthless.
I will keep my promise.
And
Aurora will become part of
I mean, that's a
Albion,
terrible
and its
feature in
people
a
will be our
ruler
equals
in
every
general, but you can see where he came from, I think. At least I can. Hopefully you can too. That is eventually, obviously, progressing down that road of the dark side, if you will, to the point where he's willing to say, okay, little sister, you want to be a ruler, you want life and death in your hands, choose between your friend and this group of people over here. Clearly, now you're into the tyrant range, not just, a hard-fisted ruler. But you can see how he got there, really. Because he had a couple of years from the time he went to Aurora and learned about the darkness, and it obviously made him afraid. So he is not a hero. He is a normal person who had the pressure of rule on him and suddenly was faced with that darkness and learned that thing that he faced over there is coming to his kingdom and it will destroy everything and everyone. What do you do about that? And keep in mind, we didn't know that I was a hero yet. If it was a known fact that his younger sister was a heroine, he might have said, okay, hey, sister, I just learned about this. I need you to get out there and start fixing this and be a true hero like our dad was, etc., etc., etc. He didn't have that option. So you gain a little bit of sympathy for Logan's way of looking at things and why he did what he did and how he got there. Even if he did turn into a tyrannical twit. There's no denying that. But I do like that you get to see the how and the why.
An oasis of friendship, camaraderie, and many other lovely things. Visit the city that Viva Industries rebuilt from sand,
Industries.
stone, and corpses. Enjoy the sunshine, the odd local customs, and the heavy soldier presence. Aurora, a light glooming in the darkness.
Ta-da!
A most brave decision in court today, Your Majesty. Aurora might have proven to be a rather profitable resource, but I'm sure we can find other means of filling the treasury. As a matter of fact, we could already have stumbled upon such an opportunity. Aurora may not turn out to be a waste after all. It seems that a group of Albion explorers visiting Aurora have discovered a rare diamond in the desert. They heard the legend of this extraordinary gem from the locals, and understandably set out to find it without a moment's regard for their own lives. Which may go some way to explaining why only one of the explorers returned in one piece. He came back empty-handed, speaking of the hideous desert beings protecting the treasure. Think of
I specialize in destroying hideous beings.
Adventure, the romance, the large sums of money we stand to make. The diamond is located in one of the caves beneath the Auroran wasteland, reportedly the site of an ancient, abandoned temple. You need only to take it.
Okay, then. So I forget if there's another one of these sort of things where there's an opportunity to go do a quest that can pump massive amounts of money into the treasury. I believe when you're done with this, you have the option of keeping the diamond for yourself, which puts 1 million gold in your pocket, or donating it straight to the treasury and $1 million to the treasury. Obviously, you have your light side, your dark side options.
According to the legend, the diamond is the largest the world has ever known.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I can imagine. Alright, so that should actually be...
Welcome.
Yeah, so the Desert Star. So that actually is on the official quest list to take care of at this point. So I'm going to select that as my... I don't know where it's going to put me. And hey, look, people like me. Give me presents. I like presents.
My goods, friend. I have the finest goods and the
I don't know what either of those were.
How is that
Present. Oh, I think they show up in the sanctuary.
Count on me, Your Majesty.
Ooh, more presents. None of my Albion citizens give me presents. I guess technically y'all are now Albion citizens.
No matter who you are.
Cool. Okay, anyway. So we'll pick up here next time in Aurora and start the exploration of all the sandy places in the world and see what sort of trouble we can get into. So leave a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching the video. We'll come back for the rest of the series, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Thanks a lot.